Hello, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for coming back, and as always thank you for the support. So today I did say I was going to have a little play with Hunkydory, and I thought I would get out this True Blue Deluxe craft pad. Haven't had a little play with it yet, so it was brand new out of the packet. I think I did get it when it was on offer and not so long ago. So as always with these pads, you get 4 sheets of toppers. So multiple toppers on each page as per usual. They give you so much. And then you've got your printed cardstock. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then there is 5 in that one. And then there is the foiled. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you've got your inserts as well to match. Okay, so I thought I would have a play with this topper here. So I'm going to pop that out, and let me just get a printed sheet, which is this one, which for some reason this pad has 2, so I'm not going to complain about that at all. And then I want the foiled one, which I believe is this one here. So we'll only be using this top corner of it for this card. So that's where we are for now. Oh, pad's falling apart. I think there was one that was really heavily foiled. Let me just grab that one. Yeah, that one. So I might grab that one out as well, since the pad's falling to pieces anyway, because I might just use a tiny little piece of border on that one. Okay, so let's pop these out of the way, and so that can go out the way as well. So as per usual, I'm going to be using a 6x6 card blank. This has come from a Crafter's Companion subscription box. I'm still working my way through these. So I'm just going to do a score at 3 inches. So what I'm going to be doing with this one is a reverse easel. So just instead of folding that forward, I'm folding that back. So we've got that shaped card. Okay. So bring the trimmer in. Actually, let me just give that a really good burnish down there and there. It's just gonna make my life easier later. Okay, so I need to do some mats for this one. So I need a mat for the bottom, because you're going to see it all, and I need a mat for this piece here, and I'm going to be using this diamond sparkles. So as usual, turn around, I'm going to go 2 notches under the 6 and 2 notches under the 6, and that should fit nicely into that bottom there, and it does. And then let's just see what this measures. So that's going to be way too small, so just take this piece here, and we're going to cut 2 notches under the 3 and 2 notches under the 6, and then this should fit onto this piece here nicely, like so. Okay, so if I bring in the printed cardstock, and I'm going to save this bit here for another card. So I'm just going for this plainer piece. So I'm cutting that. Let me just grab those gems that I've got stuck to it. I wonder why there's a little lump there. 1, 2, 3, 4 notches under the 6. 1, 2, 3, 4 notches under the 6. And I decided to cut that bit off because this is going on the bottom. Okay. I'm just going to check that fits my mat quite nicely, and it does. And then the foiled piece that matches that card. So I think the easiest way to cut this is going to be the 4 notches under the 6. Save that for another day. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 notches under the 3. And we're just going to check that that fits nicely, and it does. Okay, so all of these bits I will keep for another day. So this piece here, so let me just see what size that is. So that is 2 notches under the 6. Okay. Let's just grab my ruler because that's a little hard to get it accurately. So it's 1 inch and 2 notches. So I'm just going to take a piece of this and we'll do it this way. So we've got 1 inch and 2 notches. So I want to cut it 1 inch and 1 inch will be fine, I think. So let's just measure that up. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Let's move that out of the way. Sorry if that banged the camera there. And then this needs to be 2 notches under the 6. So it's going completely to the edge of this border, like so. Okay. So here we have. No, we don't. We need another piece. So this topper, I believe, was 4.2 by nearly 5.5. So 4 and 4 notches and 5.5 plus 2 notches. Hopefully that should be right. Yes, we've just got that little bit of glitter there as well. If you wanted to gut any of these pieces, that is to cut out the centres because it is going to be hidden, then obviously you can do that. I'm not going to do that today. A little bit wasteful, but sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. More often than not I don't, I have to be honest. And that's just personal preference. If I've got plenty of glitter card there, I know it's silly really because you're still going to use it, and it's best to be as frugal as you can with it because you know, obviously it's good stuff. Okay, so this is the all-purpose glue. And then just looking at this piece here, I'm just wondering whether I want that bit at the bottom. I think I do. And these layers are going on flat. And I'm just being a little bit careful with this all-purpose glue, with this being the glitter card. If the all-purpose glue gets on it, it may take the finish off it. So I'm just going to put a little bit of tacky glue around the edges just to make sure those edges stick down. It will still just give me a little bit of time to get that in the right position. I am happy with that. Okay, so then let's get to this piece here. So exactly the same, just standard bit of matting and layering. Just give that a little press down. That's it. And again, I'm just going to put my all-purpose down the middle. And I do prefer the all-purpose because it is, I think personally, it's a stronger glue, and I always think it glues really nice as well. Sometimes with the tacky glue I get that little bit of bubbling, so I try to use it as little as possible. There we go, so that's that piece there. Okay, so then this piece here, same again. tacky glue just around the edge. And you've got the lovely silver foiling on, so if you didn't have any glitter card, you could always go around with your glitter card, not glitter card, your silver foil, or you could even go around with black, would really set this off with the blues. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use some foam pads, and I want to put this on so when this card goes up, I'm going to put our stopper in here, and then the card will stand like so. That's why it's called a reverse easel. But I do want it to come forward a little bit, and I also just want to make sure that when I put this topper on, it's still within the squares of this card, so that it will still go in an 8x8 envelope. Okay, so let me grab, these are probably about a 2 or a 3 millimeter strip. So I'm just going to pop that across there, and if I pop that on there, then I know round about where I need to be. And I am going to put 3 pieces on just because I want a nice bit of support there. And this is where I do like to use the tacky glue. As you all know, most of you that have been watching for a while, I do put tacky glue on just to help that foam nicely. And I'm coming over this side because I want to see as much of that foiling as I can. And I'm just trying to get, so I've got a tiny bit of border at the top and the bottom of the base cards that I've put on. So these bases here and here, so you can just about see them. Okay, so that one's quite nice on there. And then for this bit, just because it's quite a small piece, I am just going to use my tacky glue. And this has got the silver foiling on the hearts and the butterflies, so it's pretty cute. Just going to pop that down in the middle. Okay, I'll get that ready. Just going to give that a little minute to set. And then again with the same foam pad, just going to come along the bottom there. Another piece done, so that's good. Actually, before I stick it down, let me just get an idea of where I want that to go. So I want this to stand fairly upright. So I think my border needs to go around about there. So what I'm going to do is just put my scissors on that edge there, just to remind myself when I've got my glue on the back where I was looking to go. So again, a little bit of tacky just to give us a bit of wiggle time. And I don't think the butterflies go any particular way. No, so that's fine. So we're just going to come across there. Just get that straight in the middle. And it should go from the glitter card to the glitter card. So it should help us line that up quite nice and straight. Okay, so if I come back to the topper sheet that I took this from, here we go, and I'm going to come with this especially for you. So I'm not quite sure where I'm going to put that yet, and I'm probably going to need to cut a little mat for it as well. And I don't think I'm going to use any of those. I'll use the happy birthday on the next one. So yeah, okay, so let me just grab my little trimmer back in, and I've got a piece of this glitter here. So let's just see, have I got a size on this? So it's 1/2 inch plus 2 notches just about. So I've got a 1/2 inch, 2 notches and a little bit, and I'm just going to take that another 2 notches on, and just a tiny wee bit. Hopefully this should be quite a nice width. Yeah, and I'm just going to mark with my nail there and just take that tiny little bit off. Let's have a look. I'm just going to check that because it doesn't look awfully straight. Let's see which side it's not straight on. That's just that side. So I think this is from where I've cut it before. So let's see if we can get this too. So what I'm going to do is grab, let's use a bit of Hunkydory. So I always struggle trying to cut pieces like this straight when they're small. So what I'm going to do is just line this up. There's a little line on there, and you can see how sort of not straight that is. So I've got a line going across there. I'm just going to put that on just to keep that in place. And I'm just going to take that slither off. And hopefully we've not messed it up. We may have to take just a little bit off the end. So yeah, so but you can see now, although I've got a bit of fluffy there, let's just take another little tiny bit off there just because the borders weren't even. But you can see now that's a lot straighter. Okay, so let's pop that out of the way. And that trick with the tape is perfect for the small pieces. So let me just get rid of that fluffy bit. I think my cutter is thinking about having a new blade. Okay, so for this one, I think I am going to raise it. So let's just grab some more strips. Small strips there. And I'm going to do the opposite with this. I'm going to raise this piece on the glitter, but then put this flat on the card. So again, these are probably about 2mm, but it's a super skinny pads, strips, just because that's what I've put a little selection out on my side. And this is the one that's up there. Just take that piece off. There we go. And then if I just take these backs off. Yeah, come on, there we are. So again, with my sticky glue, and then we'll pop that sticky glue, sorry, just stick that onto there, like so, and then we can decide where we're going to have it. So we could put it going across here. I sort of thought it would look nice in the middle of there or under there. I think I'm going to put it there, and then I can put some gems on that border, and maybe the odd one up here as well. So that's going sort of in the middle there. Give that a bit of time to go off. And then the gems that I got ready, I've got some blue pearls, some glitters, and some sparklies. and none of them are exactly the same colour as this blue. I sort of thought maybe I could go with the silver, but I think it's probably going to have to be the blue. Let's have a little look at these. What do these look like? Well, they don't look too bad, just a little bit darker. Let's go with them, I think. So if I grab my knife, and I'm just going to pop, I don't know why it always blows bubbles, this little thing, so I'm just going to pop 1, 2, 3 there. Just try and get them into the middle. Border. Well, I think they're pretty even for me. And then if I just pop that down, so we've got 2 of the smaller ones. I just wanted to find maybe 2 places up here. So let's go, that's quite a big one, and that one maybe. So I was just looking for one of the curls that was slightly bigger, and then I'm just going to pop that into there on that foiling, and then that one into there on that foiling. And if you wanted to, you could, as always, go to the nth degree with it. So that is as it is at the moment. Just wondering, I did get some ribbon already. I think this ribbon's probably going to be a little bit too dark, although we have got that dark blue there. So let's do something we don't usually do. Let's just do a little knot. Apologies if you can hear the thunder, it's coming down a little bit out there. So let's go a little shorter. It needs something in the middle, maybe another gem. Yeah, okay. So I'm not going to use my 3D glue gel. I'm going to see how this goes with our tacky glue. So we'll pop that in onto there, and then I'm going to put another little bit of tacky glue on. I may have to come back to this with a little bit of 3D glue gel, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, and that's the finished card for that one. Oops, no, oh, that didn't last very long, did it? Let's get that 3D glue gel. Where are you? Here you are. So I'm just going to take a tiny little bit with my, that's too much. My pokey tool. Just wipe my pokey tool off before I forget and stick it to the computer or something. And then we'll pop that in. I may need to still go in and put a little bit on that gem, but I think for now we'll see how that sets. Oops, that needs to be there. But that's the finished card. Okay, so that's card number 1. So let's pop that one out of the way and get rid of that. So I'm just going to get ready for card number 2. Okay, so for the second card, I'm going to bring in another 6x6 again, still using those up. I'm going to be using this offcut from the last card, and I want this border and this square and the greeting at the top. So I've got that one which is just the flowers and the butterflies. Got the happy birthday. And then I'm just going to snip free and across there. Okay, I'm going to be a bit cheeky because I'm too lazy to look for my adorable scoreable. I'm going to be using a piece of this pearl card, which is Crafter's Companion, and I think, yeah, it did. It came in the Bethlehem additional card pack, so I'm going to use that today. But if you've got adorable scoreable in a navy, then that's going to work a lot better than this. Okay, so as usual, I'm going to cut this 2 notches under the 6. Just move those over, and then this piece, obviously it needs to be 4 notches under the 6. And I'm going to go from this way, so 1, 2, 3, 4, because I don't mind if I lose this image, because a lot of it I am going to cut off anyway. There we go. So because on this topper we really have just got the flowers, I wasn't bothered about that jug, and some of my decoration is going to be there anyway. Okay, but you can still keep that piece, you may be able to use it elsewhere. So this piece here as well, I want to cut this, so this border here, just take that off. So I'm going to neaten that top edge, and then I want to cut that to 2 notches under the 6. So again, this is going to go the full length, and I may actually, I will, while I've got the chopper there, while I've got the, let's see, is that right? Yes. So while I've got my chopper out again, so again it's 1/2 inch plus 2, so if I go to 1/2 inch plus 4, try and make sure that's straight. Let's see what that's like. Yeah, that's perfecto. Okay, just that it's got that bit of something against the pale, so it's not pale against pale, it just sort of makes it stand out a little bit more. And this one's just going to be a super quick tent-fold card, just because they tend to take a weight of card a bit easier. Sorry if you can hear. That's double-sided pearl cards. So again, I'm using the all-purpose. Sorry if you can hear Henry there. Just in a little barking kitchen for some reason. Okay, so we might have to just put up with embarking a little bit on this bit, so let's just go a little bit quick. Onto there, like so. Okay, and then this bit I'm going to put my tacky glue just a little bit along there, and I'm gluing this one flat, and this one will go onto the card raised. There we go. And I've got my grab. Some strips. And apparently the reason Henry's barking is because he knows my other sister is coming round, so he may go crazy if there's a knock at the door. Okay, and I'm putting this over because, like I said, I do want to sort of cover that image up a little bit. Don't want it to be the focal point in my... Oh, it's not straight. That's a little bit better. Okay, and if I swap these out now for some Crafter's Companion ones, and this is going to come across like so. So I don't want any just on this edge here. Actually, let's use the Crafter's Companion foam tape. One piece, and this is 5mm, I think. So I want it just to be a little bit higher. A little bit glue, a little bit glue. Oh, giving it the wrong way around. We have every time. Okay, apologies. So easy fix. We'll just take those bits off. I think it's about the 3rd time I've done this on a video. You'd think I would learn. Okay. Well, at least you know it's fixable. You know, it's not. That is not the be all, the end of the project. So. And this is going to come on like so. And then if I grab this sentiment, again I use the same foam tape. I'm going to pop a little bit of glue on here. And my initial thing was to put it coming across here like so. I'm wondering whether I want to go down there, whether I want to go there. No, I'm going to go back there. Let's go to there like so. Okay, and then what we'll do is we'll bring those deeper blue pearls in. And I'm just going to put 2 here, 1 there. So we'll go with the 2 big ones. Bottom, and then I'm going to do 1 medium one at the top. Okay. Other thing I'm going to do is just bring in my sparkle pen. Oops, just on these butterflies. It's because it is matte-tastic, this pad. Just going to pop a little bit of sparkle. Okay, so those are my 2 finished cards. Let me just grab that one back. So you've got this one, which would sit like so, and then you've got your reverse easel card, which would sit like so. Okay, next time, not sure what I'm coming back with. Probably going to be Crafter's Companion or Spellbinders. It'll be something die cutting anyway. I may bring in some other dies just to mix it up a little bit, either Hunkydory or Phil Martin, not quite sure. I haven't sort of got a project in my head at the moment, so we'll see what happens with that. But thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourselves. See you next time. Bye bye.